because I want to take a nap. I really want to take a nap. I am so tired, and I know I'm not the only one feeling that way. Due to the new moon and Pisces energy. Oh, let me grab my tablet. I'm feeling very low key, very tired. So while we wait for people to jump on, if there is any. I'll just look up some notes. Let me know how the sound is. Aren't I low down? It's probably not the greatest passcode. 3:33 on the clock. Maybe later. Oh, thank you. Tell me about the new moon in Pisces. Hmm. 2:27 for most people. Oh man, I'm really struggling to accept time stamping this, not gonna lie. Okay, got some people in the room. Hi, Cheyenne. Okay, moving the mic down a little bit. Let me know how the sound is. We had a slow start to this. That's okay. I was honestly debating on going later or even tomorrow, but I just recorded with Polly and Coco for their new podcast. That was fun. We talked about shadow work. So stay tuned for that. This is a tarot reading for all signs for the new moon in Pisces, February 27th, which I believe is Wednesday, right? Is it Wednesday? Don't quote me. I'm sorry to hear that, Alex. Okay, while I'm shuffling, the new moon in Pisces is a gentle invitation to dive deep into your inner world and set intentions that honor your intuition, creativity, and emotional healing. Here's a closer look at what this event means and how you make the most of it. New beginnings. Stop eating junk food, Alex. A new moon marks the start of a fresh lunar cycle, a natural time for planting the seeds of your intentions. In Pisces, these seeds are nourished by the sign's compassionate, fluid, and imaginative energy. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, the planet of dreams, mysticism, and transcendence. This new moon with a touch of magic, encouraging you to explore your subconscious, embrace vulnerability, and trust in the unseen. This new moon will heighten your intuitive senses. It's a period when your inner voice might whisper ideas or insights that have been waiting for your attention. Has anyone been feeling that? I just like literally had like 3 intuitive pings right before I jumped on here. And 333 was on the clock earlier. Let me know. Whether you're an artist, writer, or simply someone who enjoys creative self-expression, expect your imagination to be your best guide. One of my followers on Instagram was mentioning this as well for her intuitive hits. Emotional healing and compassion. Pisces energy often calls us to release emotional baggage and step into a space of gentle self-compassion. It's a time to acknowledge and let go of outdated patterns, making room for healing and renewed clarity. Anyone feeling that? I definitely have. That's why I jumped on now instead of later, because I want to take care of myself and sleep. I just want to sleep. I always underestimate how much energy work and doing tarot actually consumes you. Energy-wise, you guys know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. This is also a moment to connect with your spiritual side. Meditation, journaling, or even a quiet walk by water can help you align with the serene, introspective vibes of Pisces. That's a total Pisces vibe. I've always debated over the years if I'm really an Aquarius or a Pisces because my birthday is right on the cusp. And someone on my Instagram even mentioned this week on my birthday picture post, she wrote, birthday Pisces. And I'm like, in birth charts, I'm an Aquarius. I'm just like literally at the end date. But sometimes I feel like I do have a lot of Pisces in my chart. And my youngest son is a Pisces as well. I think also my grandmother and one of my childhood friends growing up. I don't know. I'm a fan of Pisces. I always I feel very intuitive with them. It's a different kind of language, I would say, as far as energy. So how to harness this energy, set your intentions, use the new moon's fresh energy to clearly define what you want to nurture in your life. Whether it's a creative project, personal growth, or deeper connections, write down your intentions and let them flow naturally. Let your creative spirit soar. Experiment with art, music, writing, or any form of expression that allows you to communicate your inner truth. Think of it as your personal canvas when you're free to paint your dreams. Practice self-care. Pisces can stir up deep feelings, so be gentle with yourself. Consider activities like mindful meditation, a soothing bath, or even tarot readings to guide your introspection. Anyone need a tarot reading for Pisces season? Let me know. Stay open to mystical insights. Allow yourself to be curious and a little playful. Sometimes the best insights come when you're not too hard on yourself to control the outcome. And much like a fish playfully swimming in a vast, mysterious ocean. Speaking of Pisces and water, my son loves the water. Like, it's hard to take him out of the water. That's when he's his best. The new moon in Pisces is a time to let go of what no longer serves you and to honor the tender, mystical parts of yourself. It's both a call to dream big and a reminder to nurture the quiet, introspective spaces within. So as you set your intentions under this time, remember to blend the practical with the poetic. After all, life is much about heartfelt aspirations as it is about a few lighthearted splashes of humor along the way. Embrace the magic of this lunar phase and allow it to guide you into a period of soulful renewal and creative exploration. All right, well, now that we're in Pisces season, we might as well start on Pisces, right? I just had, not that long ago, Instagram follower that I also follow on YouTube. He's also another reader. I forget his reader handle. Is it Elijah's Tarot? He asked to possibly read together on YouTube soon. Which is funny because I asked him last year and he said he wasn't like ready or open to it. So I'm stoked for that. I love Elijah's Tarot. We have like completely different reading styles, but his sometimes do resonate, and I'll comment on his stuff. And I don't know, I guess he noticed. But I do have like a dark sense of humor, also just like very dry. And I don't know, he cracks me up with his jingles and his, I don't know, randomness. What else does he do that's like very specific? He sings a lot in his readings. So I'm curious how that collaboration would look like. All right, we'll get into it now. Pisces, 3:43 p.m., at least in my time. PST. Show me Pisces. What's going on for Pisces for this new moon? Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, the Magician, Justice, Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands, Four of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, Pisces. This is like a very specific message. Let me know if there's any Pisces in the room because I'm like getting different storylines. So possibly a dream that you've had recently that has something to do with something that you want to invest into or put time into in the future. Seems like it's something that's already manifesting and growing, just FYI. You might be very tired at this time. I know I am. I'm so tired. I cannot wait to just, I don't know, is that, honestly, my youngest son is like so lazy. Like, if he were like the perfect kid, nap baby, he was that kind of kid. And even like to this day, I'm like, I don't know, he's just so chill. Is that a Pisces thing? I was like, my grandma's kind of like that. Like just very slow in her own energy, also like very nappy, kind of tired. Trying to think of any other, no, not every Pisces I know is like that. Well, Pisces, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Could be male, could be female, doesn't have to be, not gender specific technically. You could be thinking about a contract or a renegotiation with a job. You could also be feeling like a little impulsive when it comes to your feelings, so be careful with that. And also emotional eating or hand to mouth habits is what I'm hearing. Something like that. Okay. Well, that's what I got for you, Pisces. All right, well, we're on water signs. Let's do Scorpio. Show me Scorpio for this new moon. What do they need to know? Show me Scorpio. Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, the Fool. Two of Wands, the Wheel, Temperance. Page of Pentacles, Death, the Tower, Ace of Swords at the bottom. Two of Swords. What? Hit you like a freight train is what I heard. Okay. What is this about? I guess that's why you're here, right? It's for me to figure it out. Well, there's definitely something sudden. Something sudden. It looks like it has something to do with a possible memory. You could be reminded of something of your past at this time. This memory is also linked to a decision that you want to make about something in the future. You feel like not enough has changed, is what I'm hearing. You could be considering withdrawing yourself from something or someone or a place, but it could be possibly job related, doesn't have to be. But you also feel like you don't know enough. Scorpio, pay attention to when you get in this Four of Cups feeling. When you get bored, what happens? What feelings come up? And where do they come from? Is something you might want to ask yourself at this time. Hey, Elijah. Okay, we just finished Scorpio. Let's do Cancer. Show me Cancer for this new moon in Pisces. Show me Cancer. Magician. The Four of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. Okay, the Five of Cups, the Moon, the Queen of Pentacles. That's one I didn't expect. Cancer, I got someone looking at you, you looking at them type of situation. Just like, look at this here. That doesn't happen very often like this. This also feels tied to a possible earth sign reading. So if you have a sun, moon, rising, Venus, earth sign, this could also apply to your storyline. I don't know why they want to give me that. They don't always do that, but... subconsciously manifesting each other is what I'm hearing. Whatever that means. I'm looking at the chat, confused what's going on. Where were we? Manifesting each other subconsciously? I don't know. Maybe you're not like fully convinced that this is your person. Yet you guys are showing up as a good archetype, technically. But also like not even focused on each other. What is that about? There could have been like third party situations or friend issues or just a lot of disappointment in the past, whoever this person is. Could also be an Aquarius or an air sign. There's too much like sitting and planning things out on your own with whoever this person is. If you've even met them. I don't know. You've just been hanging out alone a little bit too long, Cancer. If you have kids, you're wondering where it all will fit in. Or if this person has kids. There's mutual love and respect there. And when it comes to finances, you could come together very nicely, whoever this is. I don't know who that person is. Is it possible to pause lives like you can do on TikTok? Is that even possible? I don't think it is on here. Uh-oh. Okay. We'll get off that. Show me earth signs. Let's do Capricorn. Show me Capricorn for the new moon in Pisces. What do they need to know? Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles, the World, the Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, Seven of Wands, Judgment. And as a reminder, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you don't know what that is, you need to look into a birth chart generator because it's actually quite helpful. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Capricorn, a lot of recognition, a lot of getting attention, except for the one person that you want it from. Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening? You could be friends with this person. You could be wanting to reunite with this person. A reconciliation or a review is on the table, or if it's not on the table, it's in the energy. Otherwise, judgment wouldn't be here. As of right now, Capricorn, this person is more concerned about how to have success with themselves, their stability, their manifesting capabilities, their resources, work. And yet they feel blocked. This isn't technically a love reading, but if there are love messages, I guess I will say it. This person wants to work on things with you. That would be their wish fulfillment. I hate saying that. Anytime you see a reader on YouTube, they're like, wish fulfillment. That's not just it, which is hilarious that the Seven of Swords is below that. lying about how you feel, being overindulgent with your desires. And why do I even like feel pulled to talk about this? When people do that, when they're not intentional with their desires or they don't even know what they want, it's almost like a self-deception, right? Nine of Cups isn't the Ten of Cups. And if you follow the numerology, 10 is completion. That's like the ultimate fulfillment. Otherwise, there's like the situation where your desires could be trampling over someone else's, and there are things that you are not considering. I don't know why I felt like I had to go on that that rant, Capricorn. But anyway, overall, good reading, I guess. Let's do Virgo. I knew some interesting messages were going to come out for this one. Show me, Virgo. What does Virgo need to know for this new moon in Pisces? Show me. Five of Cups. Nine of Wands. The High Priestess. The Hermit. There you are, Virgo. I heard karmically setting myself free. What is that? That is so dang deep, which makes sense. I mean, like, this is hilarious. Don't we have an eclipse in Virgo? Isn't something's coming is what I heard. What the heck, Virgo? What is going on? So Virgo, if you've had a spiritual upgrade recently, it's definitely showing in the energy. I don't know who I'm tapping into, but it's cracking me up. Oh my gosh. Eight of Wands. Yeah, getting a lot of intuitive downloads. Justice. Okay. Virgo. First things first. You're definitely seeing the pattern, is what I'm hearing. Like, if you've been spiritually called to take a deeper look inside of yourself, things have been improving. There's also a question about like past grief, past family health history, things like that. That's an interesting message. If you haven't done that, highly consider doing so. What? You could also want to reconnect with a past childhood friend. If it's not a past childhood friend, maybe it's a past loved one or a sibling of some kind. Because there's unconditional love here and like success, attention. Maybe even a love offer. And all I'm hearing is planning, planning, planning. But then I got like Cinderella in my head and I don't know why. What? Oh, that's hilarious. One of the Virgos I know, that would definitely fit what's going on with her. Okay. Taurus. Show me Taurus. What does Taurus need to know for this new moon in Pisces? I bet everyone's taking a nap right now. Show me Taurus. Six of Swords, Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, King of Wands, Five of Swords. Okay, so I've heard a couple messages. Indecision is a decision, and if you don't move, it'll be decided for you. So I don't know if you're confused about moving towards something. Could be a dream, a wish, some kind of collaboration, something where you're moving around freely with your passions. There could be like a possible power struggle in a family dynamic, whatever that is. There's way too much masculine energy and not enough compassion, empathy, something like that. There's just mostly kings. And I also heard deeply rooted. So you might be looking at some past family circumstances. Also could be in regards to health, children. There's an Aquarius here. A lot of back and forth, walking away, trying to set someone free or themselves free from a family dynamic. Choose yourself, Taurus. Like if you're being pulled in different directions due to like family, I think right now it would be best to tune into yourself, what you can control, instead of trying to micromanage other people. So I don't know if there are scheduling conflicts or what's going on, but I think that's it for earth signs, right? Okay. Water signs, earth signs. We'll do air signs. Show me Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know for the new moon in Pisces? Ooh, 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 5, 5, Star, 3 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles, the Magician, the World, the 9 of Pentacles. Four of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, the Emperor. Whoa, calm down with the messages. Aquarius, a few things. You could be doing a lot of activities right now, group projects, collaboration type of things. And what's great about this is that you really stand out at this time. Just FYI, like if you have an online gig or if you're thinking about traveling, I think it would be in your best interest to do so, just with a little bit more diligent planning. I think you might have been like in a back and forth energy about a decision, or if it wasn't just a decision, it could have been tied with a specific someone. Looks like you want to reunite with the person, but there's questions about location, and also stability, possibly money. But you have support here. If you have inner conflicts about someone, it's probably because they're tied to something long-term. Like this could be a family, a company, some kind of situation where there's some kind of legacy. And nothing would really work unless they set themselves free of whatever that is. But there is a conversation coming up eventually about what that is. There could be also news about a father figure in your life or baby daddy drama or baby daddy something like that. All right. That's enough, Aquarius. We'll do Gemini. Show me Gemini. What does Gemini need to know for this new moon in Pisces? Five of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. What are we on, Gemini? Gemini, I was getting like a song. I couldn't pick up what band it was from, but it's kind of like emo music. I don't know. Could be relevant. If you would sit still a second, is what I heard. So I don't know if you like constantly are on the go or thinking about how to make money or nurturing your money in a business, things like that. I would actually say and suggest that it would be in your best interest to slow down, Gemini. Slow down. There's also a conversation or a mother figure spying on you. So I don't know if there's been past grief or a conversation that has not been had yet, but it looks pretty important. And yes, it does have something to do with your spiritual lesson. Hi, Kevin. You could also be thinking about a past person that you might have been with in the past and want to give them a gift or something like that. And possibly talk about your pain or how painful it was to let them go. Something like that. I don't know, Gemini. Interesting. I mean, if you pay attention to significant events in our life, they usually land on some kind of like very important transit or a full or new moon. Pay attention because it's definitely what's happened to me. That's why I very much pay attention to eclipses, because every time there's been one, something pretty big started, I don't know, peeping its head out, even if it took some time. What's the last one? Libra for air signs. Show me Libra for the new moon in Pisces. What do they need to know? Show me Libra. Really? Queen of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Strength, The Emperor, Seven of Wands, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords. Libra. There could be a person heavily thinking about you or vice versa. And there's some kind of like apology that needs to be said, and yet one of you is resisting it. So if this person has already, I guess, cleaned up their street, is what I heard, then maybe this is more about you. Could have been a family situation, something with kids. But there is a significant bond here. Whoa! Where did that card want to go? We gotta grab it, otherwise nothing will make sense. It was more than one. The Seven of Swords. Interesting. Judgment. And then I heard very hidden. What is going on? You guys have to help confirm this for me. There could have been something that happened in the past that was violent or some kind of like deception in a friend group or something like that. Yeah, we did Pisces at the beginning. We did. Right now, we're trying to finish Libra. There's a lot going on here, Libra. Well, what's weird, Libra, is that there's a lot of thoughts and not a whole lot of actual communicating. So it might be important for you to focus on how to express yourself in some kind of outlet. Other than lashing out at people is what I'm hearing. So I don't know if you're pretty like cutting with your words lately, or just like kind of like cold, and maybe you're lying to yourself about like why that is. There could be like a health issue going on. I don't know. That's what I'm channeling. Whatever. I don't know. It needs to be looked at. Moving on. What are we on? Aries? Hey, Brandon. I'll do Aries. Show me the new moon and Pisces. Show me new moon and Pisces for Aries. The Six of Swords. The Fool. Eight of Pentacles. Six of Wands. King of Pentacles, of course. Knight of Cups. Knight of Wands. Temperance. The Hermit. Yeah, looks like you could be odd for a fire sign, to be honest. To be like this. Really? Finding your quiet moments is what I heard, Aries. I feel like you've been so ambitious and success driven that you've kind of forgotten the way. That's what I'm hearing. Because there's something being mirrored to you. And it could have something to do with a romantic interest or a person that is into you. Then I'm hearing monkey see, monkey do. What? They could have earth sign placements, but doesn't have to. You guys could probably work in the same circles in some way. Whether it's like something financially involved or event stage like type of energy is what I'm getting. Or it could have been contractual. But really, it seems like there's love here, Aries. But I think right now you're trying to sort out how to love yourself. Being so focused on surviving, making money, that you've never really slowed down enough to really look at this Ace of Cups. And then I'm hearing something that I always felt but ignored. And now it hasn't been fed. Whatever that is. I don't know. That's the kind of process that you're in. I think you'll figure it out though, Aries. Okay, moving on to Leo. Show me Leo for this new moon in Pisces. Oh, my Leo best friend just had her baby. So happy. I'm an auntie. Show me Leo. Seven of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Eight of Wands. Lots of messages, Leo. Feeling very loved at this time by your friend circle, your peers, co-workers, colleagues. The Tower, yeah, surprise. You might be quite pleasantly shocked with how you feel at this time. Like you're ready to go back to work. You're wanting to like go on an adventure. And then all of a sudden there's exhaustion. So, interesting energy. You're definitely going to be going from hyped up to very, very tired. But you'll be surprised the amount of support that you're getting from the people around you. Like, your friend group, I feel like will keep you inspired. And if there is like a new pet or a child to consider at this time, it looks very good. I just think that maybe that you thought that you would feel different about an experience or something that you knew was coming, but weren't sure how you'd feel about it. I don't know what this is talking about. You all have to let me know. Enjoy the process, Leo. That was your message. Okay, have we done Sagittarius? DR, shout out to my Virgos. Yeah, I'm a Virgo moon. I don't think we did Sag. Okay. Show me Sagittarius for the new moon in Pisces. Show me Sagittarius. Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Two of Wands. Interesting. Sagittarius. There is a change of perspective happening. So if you see things in your external world coming to a halt, I think it's important to pay attention to your priorities at this time. There's a question about relocation, travel, moving, and yet you feel stuck. And I think this has a lot to do with how you take care of yourself. Or if you haven't been taking care of yourself enough, it's definitely showing up in the energy. You have a lot of support around you, especially women's support. And I think it's important to find a better way to express what's going on. And it might be creative driven, possibly money making as well. Looks like it could be both. Something that kind of stirs up your emotions, but also lets you express freely, but also is putting you in a pretty good financial position. Sag always is on some trifling. Oh, interesting. You attract a lot of Sag. Yeah, I guess I say I do too. Sag, you could be considering being more of a mobile worker instead of a stationary worker, or leaving a job of some kind. Okay, I think that's all the messages I got for Sag. That was very interesting, and all of them were like so specific, you know? Anyone else feel like that? All I know is I just feel very tired, very lazy, very much want to eat my snacks and go to bed type of energy. It's not even dinner time yet. Well, how about we grab an animal spirit card for the collective? Was it, Brandon? Good to know, good to know. Show me a guidance card for the collective for the new moon and Pisces. Show me a guidance card for the new moon and Pisces. Huh. That looks interesting. A rabbit and moth. It's an interesting pair. Where would it be? Oh. As I'm yelling at the book. It says, afraid of everything, overwhelmed and frozen. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. I don't love that. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, O rabbit, they shape your destiny. Oh, interesting. I think, did Mercury go retrograde yet? I mean, it's pretty much every season, if you guys didn't know, but I know that we're due for another one, and then Mars and Venus has been retrograde, and then we have an eclipse. Like, this energy is gonna be Kind of intense, kind of wild, not gonna lie. It says, when in balance, sensitive, problem solver, good listener. When out of balance, over explains and talks fast. To bring into balance, a day of silence. I have those days unintentionally. Moth. Impulsive, hasty, and wishful. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. When in balance, enthusiastic, whimsical. When out of balance, idealizes others and jittery. To bring into balance, finish a project. All right. Well, if you're new here, please like, share, and subscribe, please. I always forget to say that in videos. But you'll have to let me know how that resonates. I do have a few future videos in mind, and we are doing another giveaway on Instagram for a free emailed reading if you're interested. There's something else at the tip of my tongue, and then I forgot, and then I trailed off. So, oh, the giveaway. The giveaway ends the 26th, and I do plan to go live on Instagram, so if you're over there, go ahead and give me a follow. And I think I will announce on the live the giveaway winner, and I will be using like a little generator. I forget what they call it, but basically a website that picks the winner for you. We're going to do it that way this time. But other than that, let me know how everything is. If you have any personal questions that you would prefer, like a more detailed reading, I have emailed readings, virtual calls, and pre-recorded videos. And then I'm also an intuitive coach where I created a program, and we are just talking on Zoom with Polly and Coco about this, because shadow work is a big part of the intuitive coaching program. I would say, if anything, it's like the foundation and the baseline of pretty much everything. I don't really feel like you can get very far without shadow work, in my opinion. You can say that you're spiritual all day, but unless you're doing that, I would question, your beliefs and philosophies and just what you think spirituality really is. Is it just something that you say? Is it something that you do? Is it a ritual? Like, it's different for everyone. And the way we express it, I think, is going to be pretty highlighted at this time with the new moon in Pisces. But anyway, we're talking about the program and how I integrate shadow work with my methods. I do post a lot of shadow work journal prompts just for free on Patreon, but I also post my own prompts, which I think is pretty important because it helps the conversation flow, where social media isn't really a place where, we always just post our highlight reels and no one really sees the in-between and how people get to where they are and how they evolve and change, or the process. Like, just imagine, like, for example, like a Bob Ross video where you're seeing the whole process of his painting. I like to think of it like that. And maybe that's why it was so intriguing for people and so soothing. Also inspiring. I don't know, something to think about. What is Bob Ross's sun sign? Do you think he was a Pisces? Main picture's the Fool. I feel a connection to spirituality strong. Why is this? Well, everybody is different. There could be some birth chart placements about you that would be highlighted more than an average person. That is a big possibility. I know that mine is. I have Taurus in my 12th house, and that's a pretty spiritual position, I guess you could say. Position to be in. Not spiritual until your first full on ego death. Well, explain ego death to me because I'm on the fence of what that is. A lot of people, especially in my town where I grew up, like they explain like an ego death from like a drug induced type of experience. How else would you say that? I don't really feel like that's really true ego death. I think, if anything, those kind of things happen in shifts. And it's very personal to everyone. Like, everybody's, I don't know, has like, the lower vibrational self compared to your higher self, where we're on the other side of things, right? I mean, I've explained mine in my awakening stories. I'm trying to think of an example. But there is usually some kind of like, I don't want to say humiliating, but that is the word that's coming up in my head. Like, humiliating life experience where you're kind of forced to surrender, and you might have to learn that lesson over and over again. Or whatever that karmic issue is, it's going to affect every single area of your life. So, say like you're a business owner and you're struggling to keep your business up, you're going to realize that it affects your health, your relationships, your priorities, your balance, your blah, blah, blah. Like, it could be literally interconnected with everything. And that might be a time to highlight of what to let go and what needs to change. And maybe that's what this new moon in Pisces would be like a good idea to journal, to think about, like our human self and a spiritual self. And like, what do we really think spirituality means to us? And how do we express that? And is that something that we live day to day? And does that need a change? Like, there's also, a question about spiritual bypassing. I'm just going on a ramble now. Not all spiritual until your first full on ego death. So, that would be my explanation to that. But very good points that you guys brought up. And then I just went on a rant. For me, it did, like, up and now my marriage, sadly. I did take mushrooms in the past, but more like after the ego death of just super confusion and psychic things opening up. Yeah, it could definitely be a mix of both. I'm really big about not trying to drug induce a spiritual awakening. I don't really know if it's real. But at the same time, there are so many cultures and things that you can take to help enhance. I would just say, if you're a newbie, to be very careful of that, and don't think that you're above anything that you've ever experienced before. Just saying. But ego deaths are important because it's kind of how you grow. I would call it like almost like pruning, like a pruning process. A de-shedding of yourself is another good way to put it. But yeah, could also come with confusion and psychic things. I would agree. But let me know if you guys want to stay connected. If you're on Instagram, go ahead and follow me there. I am not 100% sure of the next one, but I am shooting for like at least once a week. So keep your notifications on and stay tuned. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. Do take care of yourselves at this time during this new moon. Peace. Bye.